Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, this is a bit of a strange one because I've already started to work because I changed my mind. I wasn't going to show anything to do with the wheel because it was just going to be a quick clean up. But during the process of cleaning up, it was so bad I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to do a bit of a spray job on it. It's not a professional job, which is why I didn't really want to show it. But it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. So I just thought I'm going to show you the rest of this because I'm going to change the wheel bearings and the seals, and yeah, it's not a big job, but I just thought it might be beneficial to somebody to see it. So yeah, let's crack on. First job, let's get this seal out this side. I'll try this 2 screwdrivers, one just to sat on top of the bearing, give you somewhere to lever from, and just push down, and a bit of a twist as well. It should. There we go. That's out straight away. Yeah. And obviously the same with the other side. Once knocking in behind the outer rim here. So what's happening in a minute, I think I'm about here and I need to be just that few millimeters further in. So I can just give it a tap. There it goes. That's the winning formula. Right, so get the bearings out. Just need a pin punch. That's a fairly long one. And just a small hammer, you don't need to go mad. And you've got to go in a slight angle, and the sharp edge of the pin punch there, what I'm doing is as I push it down, I'm feeling for the start of the inner race of the bearing on the other side. And then once you get it, as long as you keep some force pulling back this way while you tap, you should get it to move. Let's give that little theory a try. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's moving. It's just a really tight fit. Right, there it is. And the inner spacer also, which I will give a bit of a clean up. It's the old bearing. And then obviously the other side's going to be much easier because the inner spacer is now out. So you've got a clear run down the centre of that hub with the punch. So just repeat that. That's the other side out. There we go. New bearing time, let's put that in. Don't matter which side you start with, they're all the same. Seals are both the same size, and so the bearings. I've just put a light bit of lubrication in there. It's better to put these in any particular way. I don't think so. They're fine. So I would use a socket, but I don't have one at the moment that size, so that you're hitting on the outer race. So the other thing you can do, because I guess most people wouldn't have that anyway, is use the old bearing on top of it to drive that in. That way the force is going down equally. Just tap it in gently and your fingers. Make sure that is square, which it is. You'll know when that's at the bottom because the tone will change. that's just bouncing back now. So that's in. Spin the wheel over. Don't forget to put the inner spacer in. That's an easy one to forget. I'm just going to pre-grease that a little bit on the inside because I've given that a good clean. So I'll just put the grease in just when we go to put the wheel spindle back. That'll have a little bit of help there, and that just sits inside the bore of the mag wheel there. So just make sure it locates in the other side. It'll just drop in. It's only a shallow seat, that's it. Grab the next bearing and just repeat the process. That inner sleeve is in the right spot, so that's good. Then the seals, it's the same process really. I would just like to make sure I get some grease in there. Get on the lip on both sides. I usually put a bit on the inside, so something like that, and then just put a little bit on the outside edge there. It just helps it go into that hub, centre of that hub. And you should just push in a certain way by hand, like so, and then just use a soft mallet around the edge. Making sure it's flush with that outer lip. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Spot on. Now same on the other side. Right, so now put the brake discs on. I just took these off while I was spraying it. They're perfectly good condition. I've marked them up so they've gone back on the right side of the wheel where they came from. And the studs, giving them a little spray paint, they'll probably chip off when I put them back. Now, these studs need to go in with a torque wrench, 20 Newton meters on this particular one, and also with a bit of thread locker on each thread. You don't need to drown it, just a small dot of it in there. You do get a bit of time with these just to lock them up, so I'll quickly put all 6 of those in there. A bit of thread locker on. Ratchet set to 20 Newton meters, and then just go around these until you get that click. I did spray the wheel with the tyre on, just saves taking the tyre off and then damaging the paint when you put it on. I just used some fine masking tape, some detailing masking tape around there, and mask the whole tyre off. It's a bit of a faff about, but like I said, I'm no professional painter, I just do my best. stick this front wheel in now. Just ensure you get it the right way around. There's markings on the tyre, and as I said earlier, I did mark the discs as well. And going off of those marks on the discs, wide spacer at this side, which I have actually painted that, and narrow spacer on the left hand side of the bike as you're sitting on it. Carefully roll that in there. Don't want to damage the paint on the fork legs if you can help it. I've just smeared a light coating of grease on there just to help it go in, and then just put the wheel back in. Like so. So the other thing I've done is, because we've got a nice paint up on here, there's the old the old axle bolt. So I did manage to get a OEM replacement. So a bit of bling, I guess, on there. So that, I'll torque that up to 59 Newton meters, and the pinch bolt's 22 Newton meters. That wheel's back in there. So yeah, that's that. I think the next one will be probably do the brakes next, I suppose. Right guys, thanks for watching again. Hope that's been beneficial to somebody doing those wheel bearings. The rest of it's just me rambling on, but yeah, like I said, hopefully somebody can use that to assist them, depending on your mechanical skill level. It's just a fool's guide really. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers guys.